and welcome to the program from the State Assemblies. Review legislative activity in State Houses of Assembly. On this episode, Benue Assembly urges Governor Alia to enforce anti-open grazing law amid surge in deadly attacks. Lagos Assembly moves to tackle cult violence, summons police commissioner and stakeholders. Plus, Akwa Ibom Speaker appoints acting House leader as 24 lawmakers defect to APC. Details of this and more stories will be coming your way shortly. I am your host, Amina Seidu.
This followed a motion of urgent public importance moved by the member representing Goma 1 State Constituency, Honorable Uchitewasi Peter, who informed the House on the wanton destruction of lives and property by armed gunmen in Yelwater, Goma local government. He explained that the gunmen used sophisticated weapons to kill and also set houses ablaze. Members condemned the recent attack in Yelwater, describing it as barbaric, and appealed to the governor to urgently take decisive action to bring a lasting solution to the killings. The House further observed a 1-minute silence in honor of the innocent lives killed in Yelwater and other places in the state. Also during plenary, the Local Government Bill 2024 passed second reading. The bill, which seeks to bring effective local government administration by promoting development at the grassroots level of the state, was read by the member representing Kiang State Constituency, Honorable Tena Shimawa, while the Speaker, Right Honorable Hyacinth Aonadajo, referred it to the State Standing Committee on Local Government, Security and Chieftaincy Affairs for further legislative businesses. Meanwhile, 6 out of the 13 legislative members who were suspended have been recalled on completion of their 3-month suspension and letter of apology tendered to the House. The House called on the remaining lawmakers to tender letter of apology so they can be recalled.
Cultism is a major societal menace that has continued to bedevil the society over the years. This scourge, which was once confined to tertiary institutions, has now permeated communities across the country. With the recent incessant cult clashes in its constituency, Honorable Olayinka Kazim, representing Mushin Constituency 1, raised the issue of cultism under a matter of urgent public importance.
We have heard shocking reports of young boys dismembering their rifles, leaving their bodies on the streets. These children should be in school, learning and building their future.
Contributions from some lawmakers tilt towards eradicating illicit drug distribution and consumption as a way to curb the dangerous trend.
We must put laws, measures in place to stop illicit and sales of use of hard drugs.
Other lawmakers believe sensitization, enforcement and prosecution should be the way to go.
We've been shouting the issue of state police, community policing, and nothing is coming up. We are talking about these children. They are everywhere.
These boys, they should not give them any brain if arrested.
This has not to do with security alone. We must bring all stakeholders together at a table and let parents also take up their responsibilities.
Since the recruitment style of cultism involves luring young residents into becoming members, the need to take anti-cultism advocacy to students in primary and secondary schools was also raised.
We can even go all the way to our primary schools to start educating our children now, before they get to the age where they have the right of their own at the age of 18, and then they decide that this is what they want to do.
Speaker Mudashiru Obasa resolved to invite the Commissioner of Police and relevant stakeholders to work with the House of Assembly with a view to finding lasting solution to cultism and clashes across the state.
That based on these developments, to invite Commissioner Police Lagos State and the Commissioner for Sports, Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budgets, and let them give us their own insights to that issue. And at the end of the day, we'll come together and adopt a perfect position so that we can arrest this matter.
Thereafter, 4 bills were read for the first time at the plenary. They are Ibile Energy Corporation Bill, Lagos State Library Board Bill, Marriage and Dissolution Registration Bill, and Lagos State Railway Corporation Bill 2025.
Thank you, Musa. We now take you to Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, where Speaker Udemi Otong has appointed member representing Umbo constituency, Effiong Johnson, as the acting House leader until the APC leadership sends a nominee to replace Sunday Johnny. This is equal to the official announcement of defection of 24 members to the All Progressive Congress, APC, by the Speaker Udemi Otong.
The activities of the House started as usual, where the House leader and member representing Ona State constituency, Sunday Johnny, took off his duty by calling on the first 3 items on the order paper of the House. The House thereafter witnessed arguments when the Speaker announced that the House leader should resign from his previous position since he is now a minority PDP member in the House.
The House leader shall be a member nominated from the party with the highest number of members. As it stands today, the House leader is in the minority. On that note, let the Chief Whip act until further notice.
The Speaker has today except you and the Deputy Speaker. None of them are qualified to answer the name Chief Whip, leader, or anything, because our party, the All Progressive Congress, don't send any other name to this house. They should remain in their honor until the name is so sent.
In the absence of the majority leader to follow the business of the House, the only person that has the capacity to further step into their shoes is the deputy majority leader. And we have it elicited. I want to believe, Mr. Speaker, that if you are a student of law, as you are always, I want to believe that the deputy leader is well seated, can competently conduct the affairs of the House for taking concern when and when a new leader will emerge.
The Chief Whip shall be a member nominated from the party with the highest number of votes. Nominated from the party with the highest number of votes. Referring to members, not from the party we were elected.
Exactly, sir.
It's referring to members from majority political parties who are in this House.
After much deliberations, the Speaker appointed Chief Whip of the House and member representing Imbo State constituency, Effiong Johnson, as the acting House leader until a new House leader is nominated by the APC leadership. Meanwhile, the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has urged the chairman of Ikono local government area to build a cordial relationship with the legislative arm of government in the area. This is sequel to a report of the House Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs presented by the chairman of the committee, Mfon Ido, where 11 councillors on 6 May 2025 wrote a petition to the House of gross conduct against the chairman.
Moving on, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has assured the citizens of the state of provision of more people-oriented projects that will take the state to the next level of economic development. The governor gave the assurance while delivering his State of the State address at the Imo State House of Assembly. Kingsley Ononiwu tells us more.
I must place it on record that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown the kind of political courage we rarely see.
The Deputy Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, Amarachi Chinewanyang, while responding to the State of the State address by Governor Hope Uzodinma, commended him for the numerous people-oriented projects executed by his administration and also for keying into the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. The House, therefore, pledged their unalloyed support for the administration of President Tinubu.
The resolve by this honorable House to pass a vote of implicit confidence on the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and to endorse his candidature.
Those in agreement say aye. Aye. Those against signing. Aye.
Other Imo stakeholders also bared their minds on the governor's State of the State address.
All we can say is bravo, you should continue. It's on course, and I believe that the trajectory that he has put on ground will further lift this state up.
I can say that everything he read out are exact same. I am a testament to his generosity and benevolence for women empowerment.
The event attracted various stakeholders from Imo State.
Thank you, Kingsley. Still in Imo, the State House of Assembly has passed a vote of confidence on President Bola Tinubu's leadership style. This was in response to the account of stewardship presented by Governor Hope Uzodinma at the Halo Chamber of the State Assembly. Beatrice Anyem tells us more.
It was a day of reckoning for the people of Imo State as members of the 10th State House of Assembly and other stakeholders gathered at the hallowed chambers of the State House of Assembly to listen as Governor Hope Uzodinma gives his account of stewardship, addressing the August gathering on the achievements recorded by his second-term administration, which kicked off on January 15, 2024. Governor Uzodinma assured the people of the state that before the end of this year, there will be a stable power supply across the length and breadth of the state, in addition to the provision of other critical infrastructural projects needed for the rapid economic development of the entire state.
Light up Imo project. If roads, open access, and digital skills unlock opportunity, then power remains the engine of productivity. There will be no meaningful industrialization without power. That is why we have made the power sector a top priority, setting clear goals and backing them with action. Our objective is simple, yet transformative, to ensure stable electricity across all parts of the state.
He also enumerated some of his achievements in other sectors of the state economy.
Federal reforms and state-level delivery is unlocking the kind of progress that speaks for itself. I have seen how excited Imo people are when they see the road moving from Owerri, Mbise to Umaya, from Owerri to Okigwe, from Owerri to Odon, and all infrastructure we are building. The jubilation and the enthusiasm are unprecedented, but they were made possible because of the enhanced budget allocation we are getting, because of the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
The second-term governor, who is also the chairman of the All Progressive Governors Forum, further announced that his administration has reduced the state's debt profile to 99 million naira from over 200 billion naira it made on assumption of office in 2020.
You're watching the program from the State Assemblies, a program that reviews legislative activities in the State Houses of Assembly across the nation. We now take a break. When we return, Nasarawa Assembly probes alleged job racketeering in teachers' recruitment, pledges thorough investigation as Cross River State House of Assembly celebrates 2 years of legislative achievements. Stay with us.
Are you looking for a short channel to make your business, goods and services go viral? Look no further, as NTA Parliament is your short channel. Take advantage of our wider reach and advertise your products and services on NTA Parliament DSTV channel 370, GoTV channel 126, Star Times Channel 306, and Free TV Channel 706. For more inquiries, contact the Marketing Department, NTA Parliament, NTA Headquarters Area 11 Garki Abuja, or call these numbers 080-383-40464 or 080-770-78055. NTA Parliament, strengthening Nigeria's democracy.
You're welcome back. The Nasarawa State House of Assembly has pledged to ensure transparency and accountability in the ongoing investigation into the alleged job racketeering during the recruitment of teachers.
Taking over of Dalatu Arafat Specialty Hospital by the federal government for the teaching hospital of Federal University of Lafia necessitated executive pushing for a legal backup to establish Dalatu Arafat Specialty Hospital Akwanga.
For a law to establish the Dalatu Arafat Specialist Hospital Akwanga 2025 and other matters connected therewith. First reading. Thank you.
Meanwhile, as lawmakers proceeded to the end of the legislative year's recess, Speaker Nasarawa State House of Assembly Danla Dejito says 7th Assembly has able to pass 21 bills and 4 out of these are private member bills and 41 resolutions.
You have given that the synergy between this assembly and the two arms of government, the remaining two arms of government, the judiciary and the executive, we had a very smooth relationship, and we pray that that type of relationship will continue.
Away from the floor, Speaker had earlier inaugurated committee that will look into the recruitment done by the Civil Service Commission, alleging of job racketeering, chaired by the member representing Kokona East State constituency, Daniel Ogogazi. While reacting shortly after their inauguration, chairman of the committee assured to carry out the duty diligently in line with the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
We will ensure that whatever it is and whatever it takes to work, including suspending our own recess, Mr. Speaker, our own recess as members of this committee, because of the importance and enormity and the gravity of this committee, and also the problem that is at stake. We wouldn't mind suspending our own recess to come back and continue to work to ensure that we bring justice to bear for the people of Nasarawa State.
It will be recalled that on the 28th of May 2025, Nasarawa State House of Assembly constituted a committee to investigate the role of Teacher Service Commission and bring whoever involved to book.
Meanwhile, the Borno State House of Assembly is back to legislative business following its resumption from recess. Umar Jimbarima reports that the House received 2 developments from the Borno State government aimed at mitigating climate change and improving the living conditions of people.
Among the bills submitted is the Environmental Sanitation Amendment, which seeks to strengthen existing legal framework guiding public hygiene and waste management, emphasizing shared responsibility between government and the people in ensuring a cleaner, safer and more hygienic environment. The second bill focuses on enhancing regulations regarding the indiscriminate felling of trees in Borno State, crucial in mitigating climate change, preventing desertification and maintaining ecological balance.
In our environmental already prone to discharge, encouragement and extreme weather, this bill will go a long way in ensuring our natural resources and promoting environmental resilience.
Meanwhile, the House Committee on Works and Housing has submitted its report before the Honorable Speaker, detailing the assessment and oversight of projects executed by the Ministry of Works and Housing.
The Borno State government has injected to the Ministry of Works for the construction of various projects that are very useful for the benefit of the people of Borno State.
The Speaker across River State House of Assembly, Albert Ayambem, has condoled with the government and people of Benue State over the killings in Yelwata. The Speaker, who spoke on behalf of members of the 10th Assembly, decried the loss of lives and property in Benue State. Oba Hassan reports.
The one-time killing in Benue State, with the recent one in Yelawata community, has attracted lots of concern from Nigerians across the country. The Speaker, Albert Ayambe, is one of such leaders who, concerning the latest killing, decried the manner in which the killing was carried out, while calling on security agencies to fish out perpetrators as he commends them on the arrests made so far.
Punish and massacre that is ongoing in our brother state, our sister state, the Benue State. And so because we are people-oriented assembly, who is saddled with the responsibility of making laws that have direct impact on the citizens of our dear state, so we feel same is replicated in Benue State. And of course, we saw the need to, as mortals, observe a minute silence for those who have demised the Mother Earth. They should be aware of our borders are porous. One of the major issues we have in this country is the porosity of our borders. And I can tell you on good authority that 70 to 80% of these armed men you see around are not Nigerians. Mali, Chadians, Niger Republic, and all of that. They are the people. We have lived with the true Fulanis for as long as our community has been, and we've never witnessed this until some years back when we started seeing the influx of Fulanis from neighboring countries, and here we are today. And so our Northern brothers too should help us. It is not everything that is politics. The Constitution had guaranteed life to every citizen of the country, except in a situation whereby there's a court proclamation or judgment that life can be denied such a citizen of the state. And so the need to see how some persons kill others and walk freely shouldn't be encouraged in any form. Those people that are all dead, those children are potential big names and big men that would have become leaders of this country. And then a set just comes in, slaying all of them, and then business goes as usual, as though nothing happened. It's very appalling.
The Speaker further advocated for the introduction of community policing to addressing some security challenges confronting Nigeria.
The 10th Legislature of the Cross River State House of Assembly, under the leadership of Speaker Albert Ayambem. Again, Oba Hassan reports that the Speaker of the 10th Assembly, Albert Ayambem, attributes this feat to the commitment of members, staff, and support of Governor Basi Utu, which has been instrumental in shaping policies and passage of bills that have significantly impacted governance and the people.
The 10th Cross River State House of Assembly has handled a total of 39 bills, 30 of which have been passed successfully, 83 resolutions, confirmations of appointment and oversight functions, among other efforts aimed at fostering economic development, enhancing infrastructure. The Speaker, while presiding over the special session, which has former members in the chambers and other dignitaries, commended members for the feat.
Today, I'm able to say that we have lived up to the constitutional responsibility by making laws for the peace, order, and good governance of our dear state. It is true that God loves this assembly. I wish to equally thank His Excellency once again, Prince Bassett Edotu, for the close synergy he has with the 10th Assembly, and for his timely and prompt accent to bills passed by this Honorable House. I thank honorable colleagues for the cooperation, love, and unity that has existed amongst us, without which most of our achievements would not have been counted.
Members loved the exceptional leadership style of the Speaker.
Of the 9 Assembly, some people came here, they could not do up to 1 year. They lost their life. But here we are, by the mercy of God.
Things that we've done, I am amazed that we have accomplished such. And I must thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving us this leadership.
This is very symbolic and innovative. God didn't make a mistake to have chosen you to be the one to lead us. That was why, even when we made an attempt very strongly to take you out, God didn't allow it to walk. Because it was the thinking of men and not the thinking of God.
The former members urged the legislature to work harmoniously with the executive to attract projects to their constituencies.
This third assembly has surpassed the record I came to witness in the 7, 8, and 9 assembly.
Although a lot has been achieved, it is not without strains, and there is room for improvement, as Ayambe noted that the Assembly is committed to ensuring that its legislative actions remain impactful, aligning with the aspirations of the people of Cross River State.
Thank you, Oba. And finally, a bill for a law to establish the Dalhatu Araf Specialist Hospital, Akwanga, 2025, and other matters connected therewith, sealed first reading. Adams Abdulkadir reports that Speaker Nasarawa State House of Assembly Aladi Jato declared 4 weeks recess for the end of legislative year.
Taking over of Dalhatu Araf Specialist Hospital by the federal government for the teaching hospital of Federal University of Lafia necessitated executive pushing for a legal backup to establish the Dalhatu Araf Specialist Hospital Akwanga.
For a law to establish the Dalhatu Araf Specialist Hospital Akwanga 2025 and other matters connected therewith, first reading. Thank you.
Meanwhile, as lawmakers proceeded to the end of the legislative year's recess, Speaker Nasarawa State House of Assembly Danladi Jitu says 7th Assembly has able to pass 21 bills and 4 out of these are private member bills and 41 resolutions.
You have given that the synergy between this Assembly and the two arms of government, the remaining two arms of government, the judiciary and the executive, we had a very smooth relationship, and we pray that that type of relationship will continue.
Away from the floor, Speaker had earlier inaugurated committee that will look into the recruitment done by the Civil Service Commission, alleging of job racketeering, chaired by the member representing Kokona East State constituency, Daniel Ogogazi. While reacting shortly after their inauguration, chairman of the committee assured to carry out the duty diligently in line with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
We will ensure that whatever it is and whatever it takes to work, including suspending our own recess, Mr. Speaker, our own recess as members of this committee, because of the importance and enormity and the gravity of this committee, and also the problem that is at stake. We wouldn't mind suspending our own recess to come back and continue to work to ensure that we bring justice to bear for the people of Nasarawa State.
It will be recalled that on the 28th of May 2025, Nasarawa State House of Assembly constituted a committee to investigate the role of Teacher Service Commission and bring whoever involved to book.
And that's all we have on this week's episode of the program from the State Assemblies.